Tonight's game is a presentation of B92.7 FM Sports.
Breckenridge Cowboys football is on the air. Tonight's game is brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, Builders First Source, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Ike Camp Construction, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Titan Machinery, Twin Town Villa, and Vision Ford. Now here's KBMW's Turner Blofis.
And welcome to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. Apologies for the technical issues. I know, I'm sick of saying that almost every week. It's every time we go on the road, I always run into some sort of issue. But we're diving into it. Breckenridge Cowboys football looking for their first victory of the season after a bit of a rocky start to the season, starting off 0-3, but maybe their toughest stretch of the schedule. They're hoping to maybe find their groove tonight here on the road against Pine River-Backus, a team they bested twice last season, and are looking to roll with that once again. Here also, once again, the Breckenridge team coming off of a close loss to Pillager, a one-touchdown loss, and that was definitely the best game they'd shown this week. That's something they're looking to carry over, and we'll make sure to talk about some of the keys to doing that as we continue along with the pregame show. And my apologies, we're kind of doing it at a rapid pace. We're going to jump right into the interview with head coach Carson Yagi. And Carson Yagi made sure to, kind of address some of the things that they were hoping to, build on of last week, as we said, and also some new wrinkles that they're going to throw in as well. Also giving us a little bit of an update, which we'll also give you an update on the injury report. But he gave us a little bit of an update there as far as who's going to be a game time decision. You're listening to the Red River Grain pregame show on B92.7 FM. Welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986, and we got someone who's been serving the local farmers since, I don't know how long you've been doing it, Carson. How long have you been alive? Carson Yagi, head coach of the Breckenridge Cowboys football team. How's it going today, Carson?
Doing good. Good to get it back in there.
Of course, and you guys are heading out to Pine River for this latest edition of Breckenridge Cowboys football. And you guys coming into this one with a record of 0-3, but at the same time, I know that you don't always love to, a loss is a loss, but at the same time, I thought there were so many good takeaways from last week that are hopefully going to carry over to this week. What do you think is going to be a key to kind of replicating some of the groove you guys found last week? And the offense really kind of came alive. You got the starting unit, got their first TD of the year, and then tacked on a couple more as well. And what did you think of the growth you saw from your quarterback, Trey Vogelbacher? We'll start with him.
Yeah, Trey did a good job. The kid, we did. We're going to give him a chance. They did a great job making a play. Robert was phenomenal. They really showed everyone how good he could possibly be for us this year. What a weapon he is. JD doing the exact same thing, and we needed him. He was right there making a play on the long pass from River-Backus.
Yeah, and then the two quarterback system, River-Backus showed a lot of great signs as well. Went in for a rushing TD. Is that something you guys are hoping to stick with the rest of the year? Just kind of give the guys give the defense a different look throughout the season.
Yeah, I think so. They're both kind of talents, and they do really well. So we got to keep utilizing what each of their strengths are, and use them to keep them involved in the game.
Gotcha. David Erlinson busted that long TD. I'm sure that felt good for him to get into the end zone once. Do you think that's going to be something that kind of gets the wheels going for him this season?
Yeah, I think so. Look at you got to be in a position because you need to do that. He takes care of the rest. I mean, it's really not too tough, but definitely we have to go in one direction and take care of the rest.
Gotcha. And what's the scouting report on Pine River-Backus as far as what kind of a style? I believe they're entering the game also 0-3 at this point. And what kind of style of play are you guys expecting tonight?
Yeah, they're a team that wants to be very physical. Saw them twice last year, won the first round of playoffs, and they keep going to more and more
Gotcha. And I got to ask every week how you guys sitting injury-wise. Hopefully going to get some of those senior captains back.
Yeah, we hope to get Paul back. We think we're going to give them a test for games, see how they feel, see how they go, see if they can go a little bit. So once we get there open for those guys, it should be good to go elsewhere.
Outside of those two, you guys sitting okay injury-wise?
Yep, sitting okay.
Gotcha. And I had to ask because I didn't know he was going to be making his season debut last week, but what did you think of Jackson Riggs and how he kind of helped bolster the defensive line last week?
He came in and he played great. Just a big, strong kid who plays the game with a ton of energy and passion. It was awesome to see him fly around in football. There was no quitting him, and I mean, he can be a game breaker for us if we continuously get him doing the right thing.
All right, and another one that I know you probably are sick of me asking every week, but what's going to be the key to jumping out to a fast start tonight?
Yeah, no, got to get the offense going early. Keep the ball, spread the ball around. Like we did that for the last week. Inside the stress they put up the defense. As if every kid got involved in the offense, got to keep doing that. Got to keep putting players in conflict. Those are going to be one of the fast defenders.
I know you guys didn't get a touchdown on your opening drive, but I thought the opening drive kind of like made the offense kind of a little more at ease last week as far as getting some success and not turning it over. And do you think that kind of helped them going forward for the rest of last week's game?
Yeah, it did. Getting success early on in the game always counts. It was going to be out getting some early end zone.
Yeah, and I only asked because I had to kind of lay that groundwork before I asked. You guys win the coin toss. Are you going to ask for the ball right away?
We always take the ball turn.
All right, there we go. That's what I love to hear. And we'll return to the Red River Grain pregame show after this quick break.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
And welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. And it's time for your Power Poll ranking, brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company, on for conservation. And as always, we're just going to be focusing on Section 6A. And thank you to Robert Wanick for putting together this graphic for us. At the top of Section 6A, we got Parker's Prairie with a 3-0 record if you're watching on the video stream, which is on YouTube at KBMW News Live. West Central area, 2-1 at the 2 spot in the section. Lake Park Audubon with a 1-2 mark at number 3. Brandon Evansville Ashby following it up with a 2-1 mark at fourth place in the section. New York Mills at 1-2, and then it's winless teams from there on out with Walker, Hackensack, Akeley, and then Breckenridge in the 7th spot, and Pine River-Backus at the bottom of Section 6A. So the two teams at the bottom of Section 6A scoring off today, and one of them's coming away with their first victory. So there's the good news for you. This Power Poll ranking brought to you once again by Otter Tail Power Company, on for conservation. And now it's time for your injury report. As you guys probably heard during the injury report, which was brought to you by, during the pregame interview with Carson Yagi, that they're a little banged up in this one. This injury report brought to you by CHI St. Francis. And currently coming into this game, listed as questionable, were Eli Butts and Paul Armitage, a pair of senior captains on this team. So we're going to be able to see if they're going to be able to get on the field today. They were letting, just kind of feeling it out in warm-ups to see how they were feeling in warm-ups, and then they're going to kind of go from there. So we're going to see if they're going to be able to go today. But this injury report, once again, brought to you by CHI St. Francis. As we continue to move along on this pregame show, I'm just trying to make sure that we don't accidentally double up the national anthem. I don't feel like doing that again. But let's move on to our next segment. Got our keys to the game brought to you by Smith Motors in Wapaton. And my key to the game, first one is going to be, let's get some early passes completed here and really get the passing game kind of, established early on. I know usually it's kind of, let's use the run to set up the pass, but I think it would be kind of fun to, with all the success they saw last week, I know I'm probably putting the cart ahead of the horse, or putting the horse ahead of the cart a little bit. I can't even get the expression down. But I think that if they got the passing game going nice and early here, I think the offense will really get humming along. And once again, just at least trying to get that confidence on the first drive. Head coach Carson Yege and I were talking about that. But as far as even if you don't get some points on that first drive, you got to see a little bit of success, move the ball down the field. Don't put your defense in a bad spot, and you'll probably be sitting pretty well moving on to it. But time for your starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley as we get wrapped up with the keys to the game, brought to you by Smith Motors. Sorry again for the shorter pregame show. We kind of got a rapid run through all of these, and we only have the offensive starters for Pine River-Backus, so make sure to run through that for you. And starting on the Pine River-Backus Tigers offense, we got Sean Reyes, who's going to be playing running back. He's a sophomore wearing number 2. Followed by Andrew Volk, junior quarterback wearing number 8. At another running back, they have Owen Dable, who is a junior wearing number 12. Brody Mongan playing tight end is a junior wearing number 20. And Eli Abraham, we got 2 more running backs to list through. Eli Abraham wears number 32 and is a senior in the backfield. Then we got Earl Stockman, who we remember from last year, wears number 44 and is a dude there at the running back spot. He's a senior on the squad. And up front, they have offensive lineman Carson Crawford at center, Colby Walters at a left guard next to him. Caleb Champ is to his right at right guard. And then we have Cole Oberfell at left tackle and Dalton Myers at right tackle. And then the Breckenridge Cowboys will run through their offense first, and they're keeping things, for the most part, the same. Obviously, we'll start off with the QB. First off, we have Trey Vogelbacher, a senior on this squad. And my apologies, just got to make sure to get the rest of the starters here. I got to get what Trey is listed at. Trey Vogelbacher will be starting at quarterback once again, and he is listed at 6'175" in the backfield with him. Gabe Armitage getting the start tonight. 5'10", 175-pound junior. Another junior back, David Erlinson, listed at 5'10", 195 pounds. Charlie Crayjaw getting the start at wide receiver, as is Cooper Roberts. Cooper Roberts coming off a huge game last week. Both of them are juniors. Roberts listed at 6'5", wears number 4. Crayjaw rocking number 18, listed at 5'9", 160. Levi Christensen will round out the skill positions. Listed at 6'3", 200 pounds. He is a tight end wearing number 5. And then on the O-line, we got Eli Butts, right tackle wearing number 56. Listed at 6', 245. Connor Ernst next to him at a guard. By the way, he was left tackle, actually. He said right tackle. Left guard Connor Ernst, listed at 5'11", 170, wearing number 55. Keaton Butts, the other Butts we got on the O-line, listed at 5'10", 250. Tegan Abel, listed at 6', 195, is at right guard, and right tackle is Henry Sledadall, listed at 5'10", 195. The defense, we got Joseph J.D. Gomez, listed at 5'9", 160, wears number 7, had a big grab last week on offense. Lawson Oliphant will be moving to corner this week, kind of shifting the secondary around. He's listed at 6'3", 170. Gavin Hoffert getting the nod to start at free safety. He's listed at 5'9", 160. So Hoffert and Craychaw both getting their first starts of the season this year on each side of the ball. Trey Vogelbacher will be at a linebacker, as is Roberts, along with Riley Kappas. Didn't mention him with the offense, but he will get some work, as they got some packages in there for him to play quarterback with this squad. He's listed at 5'11", 170 and wears number 1. Paul Armitage, we starting on the defense. Well, they're hoping to. We'll see how the warm-ups went. Armitage is a senior, listed at 5'11", 195. And up front, they go Henry Sledadall, Levi Christensen, and Kai McDonald. McDonald's listed at 6', 185, and he's a junior on this squad. So McDonald and Christensen will hold it down on the end. Sledadall at the defensive tackle. So that is a look at your starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patron. And we'll take a quick break here as they get ready for the national anthem. You are listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and the Red River Grain pregame show on B92.7 and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Talk to Jeremy or Brad for your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain in East Breckenridge. Give them a call at 643-3738 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
Save big this month with Smith Motors Wapaton's tire sale. Save up to $100 in rebates on Goodyear, up to $60 in rebates on Michelin, up to $100 in rebates on Uniroyal, up to $100 in rebates on General, and up to $100 in rebates on select Pirelli tires. Make sure your vehicle is ready for winter with Smith Motors and Wapaton's tire sale. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Visit them online at smithmotors.com.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wapaton. All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome back as we're about to wrap up the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmer since 1986. Breckenridge will be set to receive, it looks like. Breckenridge will be sending back J.D. Gomez. He's already shown the wheels off this year. Ran back a punt in week 1. And back there with him, we got number 23, Jackson Lopez, who had a nice kick return last week. By the way, this opening kick brought to you by North Dakota State College of Science. As we're getting ready to boot this away. And my apologies, I'm still getting used to kind of running everything with all the graphics. Once again, shout out to my coworker Robert for making it look like a professional broadcast. Appreciate him very much. Hopefully the Wapton Huskies broadcast is going well over on AM 1450 KBMW. Tigers getting ready to boot away. Breckenridge, Pine River-Backus football. We got an onside to start it off, or a little squib. Trying to drop it between the front and the second line. Gavin Hopper jumping on that one. And that's not something they're going to get caught sleeping on like last week. Last week there was a very crucial onside kick that really kind of swung the momentum of the game. Breckenridge must have been working on that in practice this week. So Breckenridge will start off on the 35. Once again, that opening kick for the game is brought to you by North Dakota State College of Science. Science of learning by doing. Now we'll get our first look at this Breckenridge offense for today. They're sticking with this formation. They ran a lot last week. Twins to one side, a tight end, and then an H-back to the other side. Running back in the backfield with Trey Bolgebacher, and David Erlinson gets a nice hole to run through for a 5-yard gain to start off the game. And it looks like we got an injury on the first play. Don't love to see that. Double check the number. As Pine River-Backus once again enters this game with a 0-3 mark. Looks like that is number 2. I thought it was number 2. Oh, number 7. Easton win. And, oh, that ain't never good when everyone has to take the knee. So we're going to take a break here while they tend to the injured player really quick here. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7. When we come back, Breckenridge will have 2nd and 5 from their own 40. Once again, you're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride.
And welcome back to Pine River-Backus High School. David Erlinson just took a second-yard carry, 3 yards, as we took a break for the injury, and what is just my luck, right when I go to the commercial break, a player goes off the field, so hopefully we get a speedy recovery there from one of the playmakers on this squad. Easton Wynn plays both ways for Pine River-Backus. Vogelbacher, or actually it's Riley Kappas getting the QB keeper up the middle for the first down, and a little more while he's at it. So 3 straight runs to open up the game. Riley Kappas moves the chains. Call that a gain of 6 on the play. Cowboys just shy of the 50. Just trying to get a camera angle that I'm feeling good about here for all the viewers on KBMW News Live on YouTube. And Vogelbacher hands it off this time. Looks like it's David Erlinson once again. They're going to give Erlinson about 6 yards on that one. We'll call it a gain of 5. So 3 straight carries for Erlinson for 13 yards. Then a 6-yard carry from Riley Kappas so far. Cooper Roberts and Charlie Craychild to the left. Gabe Armitage at the H-back by the tight end, Levi Christensen, who are lined up to the right. Trey Vogelbacher fakes the handoff. He's looking down the field and finds an open Levi Christensen for a big hookup. First pass play of the day, and it goes 21 yards. Cowboys move the sticks. Down at the Pine River-Backus 25. Actually, yep, call that a gain of 21 on the play. Vogelbacher motions Gabe Armitage over there, going to go with a jet sweep to him. Looking to the left, and he cuts it up and takes a nice lick from a Tiger defender. See how many yards they end up getting him. Still ended up being a gain of 3 or 4 on the play, so nice testament to the O-line to give him something to work with there over on the edge. Sets up 2nd and 7. First rush of the day for Gabe.
2nd down and 7 for the Cowboys.
Cowboys come up to the line. Rocking their white unis today. Once again, love the white over the helmets as well. Trey Vogelbacher's going to get a designed run. They usually save these for Riley Kappas, but he's getting in on the fun. Vogelbacher for a short gain. They're going to give him about 3 yards on that one. 4 yards. I got to get my yardage down here. 3rd and 3. Just entered the Titan Machinery red zone.
3 yards to go for the Cowboys.
Cowboys on the Tiger 18. They've already chewed up 4.5 minutes of clock on this drive. Only throwing 1 pass, and it was a completion. So that will usually do it as far as winding the clock down. David Erlinson with a very nice hole to run through. Bulldozes one defender and then has a few more taking him down. We'll see where they rule him down at. Looks like he's down at about the 9 or 8. So a 10-yard gain for Erlinson. Breckenridge has been able to move the ball on every play. Sets up 1st and goal from the 8. See whose number they're going to be calling here. And by the way, Eli Butts, who we said was a game-time decision, is out there on the field for the Cowboys. Line up at left tackle. They definitely missed him the last couple weeks. Got hurt on the opening drive of week 2 against Staples Motley. And the Cowboys struggled after that. And they're going to hand it off to David Erlinson. Erlinson has been putting that shoulder down with abandon. 5-yard gain. Sets up second and goal from the 3.
5-yard gain on the play. Second goal for the Tigers.
Already 5 totes for David Erlinson. Won't be surprised if they're going to be calling his number here inside the 5. We got 3 yards to go. They're sticking with their shotgun look. Erlinson to the right of Vogelbacher. Vogelbacher going to call his own number, go up the right side, and in for the touchdown. Trey Vogelbacher with the 3-yard score.
For a Cowboy touchdown.
So a very potent Cowboy rushing attack on that drive. They ran 11 plays on that. 10 of them were rushes. Or 10 plays, 9 of them were rushing plays. David Erlinson try to take care of the extra point duties. Boots it up, and looks like it's good. So with 6:18 left to play in this opening quarter, Breckenridge strikes first. They're up 7-0. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
Ever buy something and open the box to find 1,000 pieces ready to assemble? Time consuming and frustrating. That's why Bear Build Woodworks and Builders First Source offer gorgeous hassle-free finishes for their doors and millwork. No mess and not stress. With over 30 stain options and 40 paint colors, Bear Build Woodworks pre-finish is the perfect choice for quality that stands the test of time. Get it finished with Bear Built Woodworks and Builders First Source in Wapaton.
And welcome back to Pine River-Backus High School. Trey Vogelbacher goes in from 3 yards out for his first rushing TD of the year. Had his first touchdown pass last week. Jackson Riggs will be taking care of the kickoff duties. Riggs. Someone they were very happy to get on the field last week for his season debut. Came in, and the defensive line, they felt his impact, that is for sure. They're going to go with a little short kick here. And Cowboys doing a good job with the pursuit. Making the stop there. We got number 55, Connor Ernst. Over by the Tigers sideline. 6:14 left to play in this opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Pine River-Backus starting on the left hash. Their own 35. Rocking the black jerseys with the orange numbers. That I'm a big fan of. Mostly it's the all-black color scheme going with the wishbone look. One receiver to the left, and they're going to go with the misdirection handoff, but that's blown up in a hurry. I think Kai McDonald was the first one back there. David Erlinson getting in on the fun. I believe that was Kai McDonald leading the charge. He was actually my pick for player of the game last week. There were about 6 different guys I could have gone with, but I thought he really was kind of just all over the place last week with a Pillager quarterback that slowing him down was no easy feat, that is for sure. So loss of 3 on the play. Sets up 2nd and 13, and someone jumped. We'll see if offense or defense went first. Looks like it's on Pine River-Backus.
False start against the Tigers.
So false start will back them up.
2nd down and 18.
Sets up a 2nd and 18. 5:36 left to play in this opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys marched down the field and scored on their opening drive. Wishbone look once again for Pine River-Backus. And they're going to throw it out of this time. And across the middle, and they have an open receiver. for a big gain, but he is going to be shy of the sticks.
Pass complete to Owen Dable. Penalty mark.
Owen Dable with the grab, but there is a flag on the play.
Referee signals holding against the Tigers.
Oh, and that's coming back with a hold. So Pine River-Backus will have a big gain wiped off. They were facing a 2nd and 18. They actually got it close to the first down mark. So the secondary for Breckenridge is talking it over. They're getting their adjustments from the sideline, I am sure.
Penalty brings up second, 28.
Once again, Cowboys mixing up in the secondary today. Lawson Oliphant, who started the first few games at free safety and was a good candidate for player of the game himself last week. So he was making stops like crazy. And we got a toss right from Pine River-Backus, and that's blown up in a hurry once again. Actually got blown dead pretty early. That was Reyes on the tackle. Or Reyes on the carry. Looks like he lost a few yards on that one.
Timeout on the field taken by
So
Tigers.
Pine River-Backus are going to take a timeout. They got a 3rd and 31 from their own 14 when we come back. Breckenridge now leading 7-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM. This timeout is brought to you by High Camp Construction.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
And welcome back to Pine River, as the Cowboys have a 7-0 lead and are trying to force a turnover now, and they force an incomplete pass.
Both passes intended for Owen Dable incomplete.
And that would have been the first completion of the day, as they did have a big gain that was waved off due to a penalty. Quarterback Andrew Volk
31 yards for
is looking for an open receiver. We'll set up a punt from their own 14.
Cole with the second kick for the Tigers.
Lost 21 yards on that drive. So not the start that the Tigers were looking for. And now a low punt. And it's going to be not scooped up. Riley Kappas could have taken it if he wanted it, but they're playing it pretty conservatively. So Breckenridge will still get some good field position, though, starting off on Pine River side of the field. On the other looks like the 49. 7-0 Cowboy lead after the Trey Vogelbacher 3-yard rushing score last drive. And with how Breckenridge ran the ball on the opening drive, gotta think that they're gonna just go right back to that well. They didn't have a play that was fewer than 3 yards. Two receivers out to the left. Got a tight end and an H-back to the right. Tailback to the left of Vogelbacher. They're going with Gabe Armitage on the left side. And Gabe gets a block that kind of frees him up on the outside. Didn't know if that was it was kind of a weird angle from where we were looking at it, but I thought that was going to be potentially a block in the back. But Gabe Armitage will get the 4-yard gain. That was Henry Sledadall that freed him up there on the edge with the block. Cowboys sticking with their same look. Two receivers to the left. Running back also on the left. They're going to hand it off to David Erlinson. Erlinson getting downhill in a hurry. Puts the shoulder down and takes a trio of Tigers to get him on the ground. Gets the first down and then some. Call that a gain of 10 or 11.
First down, Cowboys.
Erlinson was having a hard time getting free last week. Just kind of seemed like running into a brick wall over and over again, but then second half broke free for a 44-yard TD and picking up where he left off from last week's performance. Off to a very nice start here. See if they go to him again, and they do. The handoff to the left side. And Pine River-Backus doing a good job holding on that. Looks like they're going to give him a yard on the play. Erlinson already up to 7 carries here, and we're still in the first quarter. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Breckenridge operating on the Pine River 34. Here at Pine River-Backus High School, home of the Tigers. Gotta at least mix in one Go Tigers here. I'll make sure to mix in an opportune moment. And they're going to go with a rollout to the right. Riley Kappa is the one who's going to be slinging it down the field, and it goes out of bounds. So I think they were trying to catch Pine River-Backus off guard. They go with the quarterback that's usually in for the QB run plays. And they open up the playbook and say, sling it downfield, Riley. Cooper Roberts, the intended receiver. And they're going to stick with Kappas. Kappas' first pass attempt of the day. They're sticking with number 1, the sophomore QB. Gets a snap, rolls out to the left. They're going to go the QB sweep. David Erlinson leading up, and a nice open field tackle by number 32 for the Tigers. Eli Abraham making the nice stop. So you love to see from your seniors. They're going to give Riley Kappas 2 yards, his second tote of the day. Sets up a 4th and 7. So this has been the best string of plays that Pine River's defense has put together so far. 3 nice ones in a row. So 4th and 7 from the Pine River 32. Riley Kappas. Oh, they're going to go with a handoff and then a little misdirection reverse handoff to Gabe Armitage. They handed it to Erlinson, who did the quick handoff to Gabe, and Gabe Armitage, 9-yard gain for the first down. A little bit of trickery there from the Cowboy offense. Looked like they were just going with another straight handoff like they've been doing all game, and Gabe Armitage comes around on a little counter. Back-to-back quick handoffs, and wham bam, we got a first down. 1:24 remaining in this first quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Riley Kappa is still in the game at quarterback. We'll see if they're planning on doing every other's trading off drives between these two. Some teams can make it work. Give him 4 yards on the play. David Erlinson, the junior captain on this squad. Already got a lot of varsity football experience under his belt. Even started at linebacker in a section championship, as did Jackson Riggs. And Riley Kappas rolling out, throws it up for Cooper Roberts, and it's picked off. Pine River-Backus hauling down the pick. And got to make sure we get the number on that. Looks like it's number 21 on the play, and Adrian Schrupp.
That interception was made by number 21, Adrian Schrupp.
So Riley Kappas, his first interception thrown this year. Adrian Schrupp making the big play. But his offense has a bit of an uphill battle now. They got to start off on their own 4. .6 seconds remaining in this first quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Once again, operating out of the wishbone. They're going to go with a power dive up the middle. Stockman getting this one. Player we remember very well from last year. I think he might have been a member of the All-Turner name team. Something I probably should have actually been documenting as my career as a broadcaster has gone on. But the 2-yard gain for Stockman will bring the quarter to an end. So Breckenridge leading Pine River-Backus by a score of 7-0. As we head into the second quarter, you are listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
Has the flu. Your break taxes on. You need quality medical care, you can go to the primary care walk-in clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30, and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
And welcome back to Pine River-Backus High School as we are getting ready to start the second quarter. Tigers picked off a Breckenridge pass and backed up on their own goal line. They were. Got a couple yards on that Stockman handoff on the last play of the first quarter. They're going to go with kind of a spread look, and it's almost picked off. Jackson Riggs making the heads-up play to get a hand on that one. With the deflection. I thought he was going to be pulling a play like Van Ginkel did with the Vikings. Getting a pick right by the goal line and walking it in. Sets up 3rd and 8. Definitely not 4-down territory. Pine River-Backus on their own 6. Coming out, trips right, one receiver to the left, and one tailback in the backfield. A little bit of a high snap, under pressure. Thrown down the field, though, and it is almost picked off by J.D. Gomez, but kind of sailed that over the receivers. We'll set up a 4th down. Pine River-Backus still looking for their first pass completion. 0 for 3 start. Technically, they did have the one pass completion, but it got waved off due to a penalty, which is a tough break for the Tigers. Had a couple of bad penalties on that last drive that didn't set them up for success, and they didn't exactly get set up for success when they picked off that pass either, because now Breckenridge has got a short field to work with here. J.D. Gomez and Riley Kappas back to return. Riley Kappas gets it by the right sideline. He's going to try to go right up the sideline. Takes a big lick by the sideline.
Riley Kappas on the return. Knocked out of bounds by Adrian Schrupp.
But he caught that and turned on the burners right away. They'll start this drive inside the Titan Machinery red zone. Over on the right hash on the 18-yard line. So Kappa's covered a lot of ground there. Not a lot of time. So Cowboys, once again, starting this only 18 yards away from the end zone. J.D. Gomez and Cooper Roberts lined out to the left. Erlinson in the backfield along with Trey Vogelbacher. Vogelbacher back in the game and hands it off to Erlinson. Erlinson with some nice vision there. Gets taken down by a couple Tigers. It's pretty rare for him to go down one-on-one. Call that a gain of 3 or 4 on the play.
4 yards gain on the play. 2nd down and 6 for the Cowboys.
Erlinson was getting 5 yards on seemingly every carry, but Pine River-Backus starting to kind of shore up. Try to stop him before he can get out in the open field. Vogelbacher waiting on the snap. Hands it off to Erlinson once again. And Erlinson plunges forward for a short gain. They'll give him about 2 on that play, set up 3rd and 4. So on this 3rd and 4, or actually 3rd and 5.
3rd down and 5 for the Cowboys.
But definitely 4-down territory. Erlinson and Vogelbacher in the backfield. And looks like we got a flag on the play. Someone might have moved a little early for Breck, which will make it a 3rd and right back to 10 yards. Once again, good news for Breckenridge, even if they are getting some penalties, is it is 4 down territory. So now they're backed up, back to the 18 where they started.
5-yard penalty.
7-0 Breckenridge lead here on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard.
3rd and 10 for the Cowboys.
David Erlinson, when he got a little... Oh, thought he might have been running to make sure that ankle was okay. And then whenever you see the athletic trainer kind of lurking around, you get a little nervous. And it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 11 when we come back. We got a timeout taken by the Cowboys. This timeout brought to you by Heitkamp Construction. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
Hi, this is Wade from Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. I would like to let you know about our DEF fluid. Whether you're looking for a 2.5 gallon jug or a 275 gallon tote, we've got you covered. You can also grab it at the pumps at the Southern Valley Travel Center located on the 210 bypass. So whatever your DEF needs are, we're here to help.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapaton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
And welcome back after that Heitkamp Construction timeout. We are back with a 3rd and 11 for the Cowboys. And Riley Kappas is back in the game for a QB keeper, and he's going to go up the right sideline. There is a flag on the play, but as of now, he's in for a 19-yard touchdown. See if that's going to be coming back, though. And it is, holding on the play. Riley Kappas. You see why they got him a kick and punt returner. He's going to have a strong case for the best wheels on the team. Turn the Jets on in a hurry. So penalties hampering the Cowboys here. And now they went from 1st and 10 on the 18 to now a 3rd and about a mile on their own 20, or on the Pine River 29. Operating from the right hash. 3rd and 21. Cowboy offense comes up to the line. J.D. Gomez and Cooper Roberts split out to the left. Only Cowboy with the catch today so far is Levi Christensen. We'll see if that changes on this play. And they're looking for J.D. Gomez, and he's got Cooper Roberts in front of him blocking. Oh! Shakes one defender. And now that defender gets back up and tackles him out of bounds. But a nice move there from Gomez. First catch of the day for Gomez. Looks like 11-yard completion.
4th down and 10 yards for the Cowboys.
J.D. Gomez. Like I said, had that big grab last week. A big completion. Cowboys now facing a 4th and 10. On the 4th and 8, they ran that misdirection handoff. See if they run something similar here. And instead, they're looking for Erlinson in the flats. Little underthrown, but Erlinson shakes one defender, shakes another, and he's going to put the shoulder down, and it's going to be close.
Complete to
Erlinson. Looks like he got it. 12-yard gain, and that's making something out of nothing. He didn't have a lot of real estate to work with there, but shook a defender and got north and south and got to the sticks. Sets up 1st and goal from the 6. Cowboys re-enter the Titan Machinery red zone after penalties knocked them out. Titan Machinery, your local Case IH dealer in Wapaton. Let's see what Cowboys have cooked up for first and goal from the 6.
First down, goal for Cowboys.
Vogelbacher hands it off to David Erlinson. Erlinson going off tackle on the right side and in for the 6-yard score. David Erlinson, his first score of the day from 6 yards out. I was going to say, I'm hoping they're going to reward him for picking up the first down on that. That's what I'd be saying. I'd be like, come on now. Help me out here. Got to get over and get his kicking shoe on. After the 6-yard TD. Erlinson. Snap clean, holds clean, and 2 for 2 on the day on extra points. David Erlinson finds the end zone from 6 yards out after coming up with a big first down on 4th and 10. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
$8:59 remaining in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. David Erlinson marches in from 6 yards out. Then sprints over to the sideline. Gets the shoe on and boots through the extra point. All in today's work. Well, all in first half's work. Jackson Riggs booging away for the Cowboys once again. Shout out some of these guys on the kickoff team. We got Gavin Hofford over here, as well as number 19, Jonah Kunkel as well, Jackson Lopez. And they're going to do a little pooch kick here on the right side. Fielded cleanly by Pine River-Backus. And, oh, he did. He waited for a fair catch. Excuse me. A little under the weather today, if you can't tell. Let's hope I don't lose my voice like that one game last year. Whew, that was rough. So Pine River-Backus will start near their own 35. Jackson Riggs. Oh, apologies, folks. Oh, looks like we got a little... Oh.
Tigers take over first and 10 from the 35.
It's like someone sent on the wrong roster here. Happy to help. And looks like we got a little bit of miscommunication here. And delay of game, or timeout taken by Pine River-Backus. Looked like it was going to be a delay of game, so it might have been some confusion heading up there. But this timeout, once again, brought to you by Highcamp Construction. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Cowboys leading 14-0 with 8:59 remaining in this second quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
And welcome back to Pine River, Minnesota. As Pine River-Backus getting ready to start off the drive. We're forced to punt it away on their last drive. Riley Kappas with a nice return out of it. They're going to go with a full house backfield. Handoff to the left. Oh, and a big hole to run through. Shedding one tackler, and it's going to be at least a 20-yard gain, it looks like. Eli Abraham on the carry.
That's a Tiger. First down.
It's like down at the 44, so again 21 on the play, I believe. from Eli Abraham. And this is the formation we kind of seen Underwood use in the past. They're going to go with another handoff. Jackson Riggs, the first man there, was waiting for some other Cowboys to come help out. Ended up getting dragged forward, though. That time it was Reyes on the carry.
Second down and 6 for the second.
Sean Reyes. Pine River-Backus going with another handoff on the left side, and they got a nice little hole there to run, and they're going to move the chains with it. That was Reyes once again on the off-tackle handoff.
Tackled by Riley Campus. Back is a Tiger.
Looks like that was a gain of 7 on the play. It's back-to-back productive carries from Reyes. See if they stick with him. Oh, they're getting a little up-tempo here with 8:03 remaining in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. They hand it off to Abraham this time. Abraham gets some nice room to run once again. So the offensive line coming alive here on this drive. Charlie Craychaw on the stop. 6-yard gain. That's my cousin. I don't mind. Charlie Craychaw on the stop. As we're helping out, everyone's helping each other with pronunciations here. Sledded all getting in on the tackle. And looks like that one's going to move the sticks. Got to see who that was on the carry, but we got a timeout. This timeout brought to you once again by Highcamp Construction. Cowboys up 14-0 as we head into the timeout break, and looks like that was potentially enough to move the sticks. We'll check it when we come back. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wapton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
And welcome back as Pine River-Backus, 1st and 10 from the Cowboy 22, knocking on the door of the Titan Machinery red zone. They're going to go with Reyes off tackle once again. Reyes going to keep going to that well. They'll give him a gain of 3 on the play once again. Charlie Craychaw getting in on the stop. Getting some action out at corner today. They're going to go up the middle this time, but bounce it out to the right side. We got a missed tackle, and now taken down inside the 10. Reyes once again lost an elephant making the stop. Looks like a gain of about 10 on the play. Pine River-Backus just going to keep rolling with it. Sticking with the run game this time. Eli Abraham's going to get a carry. Cuts it up and is tackled from behind. Looks like that was heading over there to help was number 54, Tegan Abel, making the tackle from the backside. Tegan Abel on the tackle, I believe. So now from the 5-yard line, Reyes up the middle. And maybe you're going to get a couple. And it looks like down at the 5. So Reyes just might got back on the line on that one. So 3rd and goal from the 5 in the Titan Machinery red zone. Local Case IH dealer in Wapaton. 3rd and goal from the 5. Speaking of 5, 5:55 remaining. 3 running backs in the backfield. Pine River-Backus going to Abraham once again, but Breckenridge ready for it this time. They got a whole gang of Cowboys over there. Riley Kappas, one of the guys there to finish it off.
Abraham, the ball carrier.
Not sure who originally blew the play up. I want to say it was Henry Sledadall there. The whole defense was swarming on that play. Loss of 3 on the play.
4th and goal for the Tigers.
Sets up 4th and goal from the 8.
Timeout on the field.
Looks like we got an equipment timeout. Tigers, get ready to break the huddle. They got 5:15 to work with here. 4th and goal from the 8. It's not like they're in a big rush to get the points right before halftime or anything, but we're gonna get a pass play here. Volk, driving back, looking at the end zone, and finds a sliding receiver, but they're gonna not catch it. But there is going to be a PI. It looks like Lawson Oliphant on the coverage. We'll see what they're going to be doing on this one. I didn't know if he got there that early, but... Oh, actually holding on the offense. And then pass interference on the defense, so they'll offset. We'll give 4th and 8 a go once again. 5:02 remaining in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys up 14-0 with rushing touchdowns from Trey Vogelbacher and David Erlinson from 3 and 6 yards respectively. .502 remaining once again in this opening half. Tigers looking to get on the scoreboard. Wishbone set. One receiver out to the right. Dropping back to pass. Volk with time to throw. Throws to the end zone one-on-one, and it's going to be thrown out of bounds. So a tough break for the Tigers. We're still looking for their first pass completion of the day. Excuse me. And now we got a flag on the play. Oh! Was it roughing the passer? Or what was it? The official kind of just jumped right into his explanation, but penalty on Breckenridge. And it looks like maybe the official is going to give an explanation once again, but it looks like it might have been roughing the passer. Yeah, they're just going to jump into it. I want to say it was a roughing the passer penalty, though. But either way, the drive will continue. Automatic first down, 1st and goal from the 4. Pine River-Backus will look to capitalize. Toss right. They're going to get to the corner for the touchdown. Reyes with the touchdown from 4 yards out.
That's a Tiger touchdown!
Sean Reyes going in from 4 yards out on the toss play. .452 remaining. This opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Pine River-Backus in their first points. Now we're going to go for 2 as well. 3 running backs in the backfield. They're going to go up the middle with Reyes once again, and he slices through for the 2. So we got a 14-8 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Pine River-Backus showing some life before halftime. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Pine River-Backus gets on the board. 14-8 your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. A crucial penalty on 4th down. Ended up moving the sticks, or well, it was supposed to be a turnover on down, so that's a big swing. Went from the Cowboys taking over and taking over on their own 8, and instead it was a 1st and goal from the 4. And the officials kind of just sped through it. So we didn't exactly get the greatest explanation on the planet, but either way, Tigers getting back to business. Both teams looking for their first victory of the season. And we got an onside kick. And Breckenridge gets on it. Gavin Hoffert recovered the last one. We'll see who gets it this time. And I didn't get it. I want to say that was number 53, Sullivan Michelle. Or Michael. (14-8). Your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys will start on their own 41. 4:51 to work with, and River-Backus really handling the quarterbacking, so they're sticking with their trade-off system. They're switching every drive. River-Backus with the QB carry on the right side. Got a good push from the offensive line to work with, and got at least 5 yards before he got touched. So like a gain of 6 on the play for Kappas. His third rushing attempt on the day by my count. My super unofficial stats. Got him for 14 yards. And now a 2nd and 4. Cowboys on their own 47. If you've watched the Cowboys the last 2 weeks, you know the drill of the formation. Got 2 receivers to the right, tight end left, H-back left, running back to the right of Vogelbacher, the same side as the receivers, and David Erlinson, that running back, will get close to the sticks, but looks like he's going to be a hair short. Comes up a yard short of the first.
3 yards gain, brings up 3rd down and 1 yard.
3 yards for Erlinson. Kappas once again operating out of the quarterback spot, and Paul Armitage getting some run at H-back, spelling his brother Gabe. Hand off to David Erlinson. Erlinson drives forward for the first down, so you gain a 4 on the play.
Stockton and Abraham bring him down. Referee signal, first down for the Cowboys.
I got Erlinson for 13 carries already in this ball game. It's a busy day. I think, yeah. I don't know if he's had 13 carries in any of the 3 games. I feel like he did last week, but I don't think the 2 weeks before that he got up to 13 carries. We're only in the first half. We got a pass attempt here, and a little bit of miscommunication there. River-Backus was looking for J.D. Gomez or Cooper Roberts. They kind of threw it in between them, so hard to tell. It's Kappas. Has thrown 3 passes today. The only one to have been caught was an interception, so 0 for 3 start for him, and then Trey Vogelbacher 3 for 3 start. Kappas with a 2nd and 10. Receivers to the left. David Erlinson gets the handoff, and then he misdirection handoff to Paul Armitage on the left side of the field. Armitage looking pretty good. Hopefully that ankle's feeling all right. Excuse me. Once again, dealing with the sniffles here. We'll call that a gain of 4 on the play for Paul Armitage. His first carry of the day.
3rd down and 6 yards to go for the Cowboys.
Armitage, who has the rare distinction of saying he scored a touchdown in a state tournament game. I think any of his other teammates can say that, as he ran back a kick a couple years ago against Minnesota. I had the pleasure to be on the broadcast for that. And they're going to fake the handoff and zip it down the field. And we got a leaping grab by Levi Christensen. Now he's trying to leave the defenders in the dust, but is taken down inside the 10.
Levi Christensen.
What a strike from Vogelbacher to Levi Christensen.
1st and goal, Cowboys.
36 yards on the play. 4 for 4 start to the day, as that was Trey Vogelbacher delivering that pass right where it needed to be. Levi Christensen using the height advantage, that big frame. Go up and get it. See if they're going to try to utilize him again. Motion a man in the backfield. Fake the handoff, and this time Vogelbacher is going to keep it himself after faking the handoff and going in for 6 from 6 yards out. His 2nd TD of the day. Trey Vogelbacher. Ran a good drive on that. 1:44 remaining. Cowboys get the lead back up to a couple scores. Just under 2 minutes left to play here in the opening half. The play was set up by that big grab from Levi Christensen. 2-point conversion try now for the Cowboys. Vogelbacher hands it off to Erlinson on the right side. Erlinson gets stuffed at the goal line, but then is able to make the second effort into the end zone. Said, I'm sick of kicking extra points. Give it to me in the backfield on a 2-point conversion. Let's get this done. 22-8 is your score. 1:44 remaining in the opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome back after that Trey Vogelbacher TD. We've got a 22-8 score. Breckenridge leading Pine River-Backus. Both teams looking for their first victory of the year. Jackson Riggs handling the kicking duties once again. Cowboys back up to a 2-score lead. Little pooch kick there to one of the up men, and oh, sheds through a couple tacklers, and it looks like he's going to be taking this one for 6. Touchdown, Pine River-Backus. And I'm not 100% sure on the yardage there. And that was Stockman, Earl Stockman, taking that one to the house on the kick return. Looked like he scooped that up, I want to say around the 30. Earl Stockman giving his squad a shot in the arm here. The 70-yard kick return touchdown. They're going to go the handoff up the middle and bounce it out to the right side. Breckenridge doing a good job pursuing, but another good second effort from Sean Reyes. Makes it a 1-score game once again. 22-16 when we return. Pine River-Backus strikes back with a kick return touchdown. You are listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
After the 70-yard Earl Stockman kick return touchdown, we're back to a 1-score game. 22-16 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard.
J.D. Gomez, Jackson Lopez, set to receive for the Cowboys.
Cowboys ready to return. Pine River-Backus. Got it back down to a 1-score game. And they're going to kick it short once again. And hauled in and laid down by number 22, Hunter Bogenreef. We got Bogey up front. Paying good attention. That's good. So Cowboys will take over on their own 41. So 59 yards to pay dirt. We'll see if they can get down the field. It's again 22-16 ball game. Your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 1:31 remaining in this opening half. Let's see how aggressive the Cowboys get, trying to get some points before half. As Pine River-Backus will get the ball to start the second half. They motion Paul Armitage over to the right side. Trey Vogelbacher rolling out to the right. Pump fakes. Now he's looking down the field and overthrows his receiver. He was looking for Cooper Roberts on that one. Cooper Roberts was a hair under 100 yards last week and still looking for his first catch today. So they're going to look to get him involved as the game goes on, I'm sure. Trey Vogelbacher's first incomplete pass. Cowboys break the huddle. Gomez and Roberts lined out to the right. Vogelbacher awaiting the snap in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. And delivers a strike. Was looking for J.D. Gomez, but not caught. So back-to-back incompletions. Cowboys trying to be aggressive and get some points before halftime, and Pine River-Backus might be able to capitalize on it. They play everything perfectly here. Vogelbacher back to the huddle. Those who are just joining, we got a 22-16 ball game. Breckenridge leading here at Pine River-Backus High School, home of the Tigers. And they're going to go that misdirection once again. It is blown up! It's actually scooped up! They're going to look to take it in for 6! Pine River-Backus! Read that one from a mile away! We got a touchdown. Looks like they're going to get a flag for excessive celebration, but
That's a Tiger touchdown!
other than that, what a momentum swing. We got a tie ball game. Breckenridge was just up. Was just up by 2 touchdowns with 1:44 left and 33 seconds of game time later, and we got a tie ball game. Off a scoop and score. Back-to-back massive plays. We're going to make sure to double check on that number as well. 1:11 remaining. Looks like that was about a, call that like a 35-yard scoop and score.
After the touchdown, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Tigers.
And when when the Tiger player who had scored it ran into the end zone, he tossed the ball up in the air, and you saw that flag just fly out right away. So we'll see if that's going to impact Pine River from being able to take the lead here.
That was a 15-yard penalty.
22-22 ball game. Pine River-Backus is operating out of the wishbone. They got a receiver to the right. Throwing it down the field and overthrown out of bounds. But with 1:11 remaining, Pine River-Backus, back-to-back touchdowns, tied this ball game up at 22. What a swing in momentum. You know, Breckenridge trying to get it back to a 2-point game right before half. Trying to get the pass game going, and then they went back to that double handoff and got blown up in a hurry and scooped up for a touchdown. We'll take a quick break here. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
Back-to-back big plays from Pine River-Backus, and just like that, we got a 22-22 ball game. 1:44 was left when Breckenridge made it a 2-score game, and 33 seconds of game time later, got a tie ball game. Cowboys are going to try to regain the lead here before the half. They kick it deep, and J.D. Gomez, or Jackson Lopez actually scooping it up and gets taken out by the sideline. Tripped up by number 23, Blake Hopland.
Lopez was tackled out of bounds by Blake Hopland.
By the way, that touchdown was scored by number 22, McLean Reddick. We have the strip and score. For those who missed it, they went with the handoff to Erlinson, who was then doing a quick handoff to the countering Paul Armitage. So it was like a double handoff, a play they've run a couple times today, and they were ready for it at that time. Play got blown up, and school song, as Coach Herger would say after a defensive touchdown. Trey Vogelbacher in the game again. David Erlinson gets the handoff on the right side. Erlinson trying to bust it outside.
David Erlinson, ball carrier.
Tigers
Wrapped up by Matt Reddick.
keep him in bounds. So the clock will run. Call that a gain of 5 for David Erlinson. Up to 14 carries on the day. It's got a touchdown to go with it. .35 seconds left. Looks like the Cowboys are likely going to just kind of run one and take it into halftime. Trey Vogelbacher gets the snap. They're going to go with the QB keeper on the left side this time around. He's got some blockers ahead of him, but Pine River-Backus ready for that one. Got the first down, but likely that's going to do it before the half, and we got an injured player on the play. So that'll move the sticks, but we got an injured player on the play with 14 seconds remaining. Vogelbacher with a nice gain on that play. It could probably be the last play of offense before the halftime break. Earl Stockman, who ran that kickback for a TD earlier this game. Injured Tiger player, but helping him up, he should be all right. All right. Back to action on the 39-yard line.
First down, 10 yards to go for Breckenridge. The 39-yard line.
Cowboys, 2 receivers to the near sideline on the left side. We got the running back on the opposite side. Now there's a timeout. Cowboys wanted to run one more play, but Tigers take a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout with them. This timeout once again brought to you by Highcamp Construction. You are listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
You can also grab it at the pumps at the Southern Valley Travel Center located on the 210 bypass. So whatever your deaf needs are, we're here to help.
And my apologies, folks. Would you believe it? We had some more technical difficulties, and I very much appreciate all of you listeners hanging with us as we get ready to start the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. We got a 22-22 ball game for the viewers who missed it back home. Breckenridge got a big rush from David Erlinson to get within 39 yards of the end zone, and then they took a shot down the field and weren't able to get any points out of it. So 22-22 is our halftime score. We'll run through the scoring for you. Before we get to the stat rundown, we got a 3-yard rushing touchdown from Trey Vogelbacher to get the party started with 6:18 remaining in the opening quarter. David Erlinson's extra point made it a 7-0 game. And then with 8:59 left in the second quarter, David Erlinson went for a 6-yard touchdown. He booted the extra point once again. It looked like it was going to be all Cowboys in this opening half. And then Sean Reyes got Pine River-Backus on the board with 4:52 left to play with a 4-yard touchdown. Make it 14-8 after Reyes himself went in for the 2. Breckenridge came back, though, with a 6-yard touchdown run from Trey Vogelbacher, his second TD of the half. David Erlinson, once again, taking care of the conversion duties, but this time it was him going in for 2 to make it a 22-8 score. And then, oh boy, did it take a swing from that. The ensuing kickoff, 70 yards to the house from Earl Stockman with 1:32 left to play. And then with 1:11 left in the half, shortly after, because Breckenridge got the ball back after the kick return touchdown, and they threw 2 incomplete passes, and then right after that, fumbled, which was scooped up and ran in for a 35-yard scoop and score by number 22, McLean Reddick, to make it 22-22 here at the half as we start off the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. And those big plays at the end, oh my, did they have a massive impact on this ball game right now. And, Cowboys were just kind of cruising along. It looked like they were going to be able to take a nice little cushion into the halftime, but unfortunately for them, a couple big plays, kind of caught them off guard a little bit, and that's how we got to where we are right now. And just tallying up some stats as we go along here. And right now, at this point in the ball game, I got David Erlinson for 88 yards on 15 carries, so 15 for 88 for David Erlinson. Gabe Armitage, 3 carries for 16 yards. Then we have Trey Vogelbacher. He's got 4 carries on the day. I got him for 19 yards. Riley Kappas, 3 carries for 14 yards. We'll move on to the passing. By the way, these stats are all brought to you by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. They sponsor the stat rundowns here. Trey Vogelbacher, 4 for 8, completed his first 4 passes, though. And those added up to 80 yards. So 4 for 7 for 80 yards. Riley Kappas was 0 for 3 with an interception. And then slinging the ball for Pine River-Backus. They haven't completed a pass yet. Well, they completed 1, but it got waved off due to a penalty. So Andrew Volk so far is 0 for 4 passing. Breckenridge does have 2 turnovers on the day. They lost a fumble and also had the interception that Riley Kappas threw, as we mentioned. And then leading the way on the ground, we got Sean Reyes so far, who has got the ball 9 times and has run for 29 yards. 1 carry for 2 yards for Earl Stockman, 4 carries for Eli Abraham for 27 yards. Paul Armitage, almost forgot to mention him, had 2 carries for, I want to say, 0 yards as he lost them on that fumble. And what other stats? Oh, got to get your receiving stats, of course. 2 catches for Levi Christensen, including one that set up that touchdown by Trey Vogelbacher near the end of the half. So he has 2 catches for 57 yards. Not too shabby of a start for Levi Christensen. 1 catch for 12 yards from David Erlinson, and then 1 catch for 11 yards from J.D. Gomez. That's a look at your stat report brought to you by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, your local State Farm agents in Breckenridge and Wahpeton. And now we'll take a quick break here before we revisit our keys to the game brought to you by Smith Motors, which the only reason I'm laughing is because I was a little off base with it wasn't exactly or maybe I was right. They should have been listening to me. I don't know. We'll talk about it more when we come back on the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom, not only as an employee, but also as a parent. I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
Ever buy something and open the box to find 1,000 pieces ready to assemble? Time-consuming, frustrating. That's why Bear Build Woodworks and Builders First Source offer gorgeous, hassle-free finishes for their doors and millwork. No mess and not stress. With over 30 stain options and 40 paint colors, Bear Build Woodwork Pre-Finish is the perfect choice for quality that stands the test of time. Get it finished with Bear Build Woodworks and Builders First Source in Wapaton.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care is to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. I would like to let you know about our DEF fluid. Whether you're looking for a 2.5 gallon jug or a 275 gallon boat, we've got you covered. You can also grab it at the pumps at the Southern Valley Travel Center located on the 210 bypass. So whatever your DEF needs are, we're here to help.
And welcome back to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. And once again, all of you listeners, thank you so much for sticking with us for these technical issues. I love how understanding you guys are, and you guys stick with it. I get so flustered. I don't even think any of you listeners have probably ever seen me mad in person. It's a sight, that is for sure. But we'll dive into those keys to the game. Once again, brought to you by Smith Motors in Wapaton. Small town friendly, big town deals. And my little shtick that I was rolling with was, let's get the pass game going to see if that will maybe kind of get the passing game going just like as a general for the season, show some confidence in it that you're willing to go out there and start slinging it right away. And they ignored my advice, but that's all right. They put together a really nice scoring drive to open up the game, and we're just getting chunk after chunk after chunk on the ground. And then the pass game actually did get off to a promising start, so I was starting to think I was onto something there, but then it kind of petered out a little bit there at the end, but we had some nice strikes still. Like I said, Levi Christensen has been, he's come up with 2 really big plays there in the passing game, but they got to get Cooper Roberts going. Once again, him coming off that big productive week last week, so I'm sure they're going to want to try to get him going through the air. And also, David Erlinson. David Erlinson, I know I was talking about getting the pass game going, but I think he's on pace for a career high in carries at this point. With 15 carries, got him for, I think it was, we said 84 yards. My chicken scratch is a little rough sometimes, as you guys know, but you probably didn't know that. But I would really like what I saw from Erlinson, obviously, but I'd like to maybe see it spread around just a little bit more. Just we got a long season ahead of us, folks, so maybe if we can get Gabe in the mix a little bit more, or some more of those QB keepers. But they've been doing a good job spreading around. It's just David's got about we'll say 45% of the carries at this point, so I usually like to spread out a little better. But he's doing a good job out there, and a lot of guys are. But just take away those two big plays right before halftime, and Breckenridge has got a nice 2-touchdown cushion here. So, just kind of take away those things, which obviously had a huge factor in the momentum here as well. So if they can just kind of clean up a couple things there on the special teams, and one thing I'm sure they're going to be addressing this week is special teams have kind of burned them 2 weeks in a row now, as there was also a crucial onside kick recovered last week. that ended up playing a pivotal part in the final score of the Pillager game, and now gave up a kick return touchdown, which was actually to one of the up men. It wasn't even one of the kick returners, which is also frustrating. I know it's a good player who ran it back, but just one of those things where it kind of looked like got caught off guard a little bit, and he caught a seam, and it was pretty evident pretty quickly that there wasn't anybody who was going to be able to catch up to him. So, and then that play that got blown up in the backfield, just one of those things where it just got read perfectly, and Pine River-Backus doing a good job of capitalizing, and we'll see if Breckenridge can limit that. I guess that's going to be my key to the second half, is just limiting these big plays, because once again, you just wipe off those 2 plays, and we've got a kind of a different ball game here. So we'll see if Breckenridge can, kind of just get it back to, keep it in front of them and not giving up a big gain here, even though the defense has been holding their own. The defense has given up 1 touchdown, but special teams gave up a touchdown, and then the offense did as well. So defense can pretty much keep doing their thing, but everybody else, if possible, just try to make it so you don't end up kind of putting them in a situation where they may make a big play. So Pine River-Backus and Breckenridge are tied at 22 as we're getting ready to wrap up the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. Once again, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wapaton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms, dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
That will do it for the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Got a 22-22 ball game. Pine River-Backus will get the ball to start the second half. As the Cowboys, as Coach Carson Yegi said in the pregame show, we're always taking the ball turn. So the only downside of that is now they got to boot it away here to start the second half. So Pine River-Backus looking to strike and take their first lead of the game here on this opening drive. Their run game definitely showed a lot of improvement in the second quarter. After Breckenridge was kind of bullying them around to start it off, but Pine River-Backus kind of figured it out up front, and their running backs have been taking advantage. Jackson Riggs handling the kicking duties. One of the bigger kickers you'll come across. Kid's a dude. Jackson Riggs getting ready to boot it away. And all right, we got some confusion as far as some substitutions here and where everybody needs to be, but we're in business now. And we got a short kick right to the front man, but he's able to get on it. So I like how Breckenridge kind of mixes it up a little bit here, where they've been kicking it. They're going to kick it to the... Well, I think they were trying to avoid kicking it to the up men again. Because that's what set them up for failure last time when Earl Stockman took it 70 yards to the house. So I think they said, let's just not even let it get back to him. Let's kick it to one of these front guys. We'll see if they go back to that ground game. Start off this drive. They're going to go up the middle, but I think he got fumbled, but recovered by a Pine River-Backus player. One of the O linemen was able to get their hands on it. That was his time for glory if he was going to take it for 6. Had to get on his horse to go 50 yards, but we got a hold to start off this second half. So I'll back up the Tigers 10 yards. That'll set up a... Oh boy. Looks like a 1st and 20. Looks like more than 20 though. 3 running backs in the backfield. They're going to go with the toss to the right. Breckenridge doing a good job forcing that inside. Cooper Roberts there on the edge to force him up the chute. He got some help from his fellow defenders. Reyes with the tote for 2 yards. Set up a 2nd and 19.
2nd down and 19. Tigers.
For Sean Reyes. As their only offensive touchdown of the day. He's got a pretty nice hole to run through here. Moderate gain.
Reyes the ball carrier.
Riley Kappas on the tackle.
Tackled by Kappas.
And might need a break after that one. Or no, he's looking over to the sideline for a signal. I thought he was looking for someone to come in and spell him. Oh, and we got a fumbled snap, but Volk is able to scoop it up. He's under pressure. Throws it up and picked off! J.D. Gomez with the easiest interception of his life. Looked like he was fielding a punt, and now he's going to cut over to the left side of the field and take it over near the 50s of Breckenridge. It's the first turnover they forced on the day.
Pass was intercepted by J.D. Gomez.
And that play was just not going to go Pine River-Backus' way from the jump.
Breckenridge takes over.
And looks like
from the 49-yard
what might even be more crucial than the interception is, looks like Volk came over to the sideline. Might have got the wind knocked out of him or getting his arm looked at there by the athletic trainer. So that could be a big loss for Pine River-Backus potentially. Hopefully it's nothing serious. But J.D. Gomez with the pick. Two receivers to the left, H-back to the right, and a tight end to the right. David Erlinson gets the first carry of the half. And that kid takes a whole pile with him. It's going to be stopped short of the sticks. We're going to give him 8 yards on his first carry of the half.
Gain of 8 on the play. 2nd down, 2 yards for Breckenridge.
Erlinson gets the Cowboys set up for 2nd and a long 2. 10:08 remaining in this 3rd quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. J.D. Gomez and Cooper Roberts split out left. They're going to go up the middle to David Erlinson once again.
David Erlinson, ball carrier.
Erlinson will move the chains.
He tripped up by 56, Carson Crawford.
4-yard gain.
First down, Cowboys.
My apologies, folks. Once again, got a bug going through the house right now, which is not ideal for when I'm calling games, but it's better than last year when I lost my voice on the air. We don't want a repeat of David Erlinson to the 5. You know, that was a rough broadcast. So as rough as this one's been with the technical issues, that was worse. 9:28 remaining in this 3rd quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Trey Vogelbacher fakes the sweep handoff and then runs this one for a first down. I like how they've been kind of keeping the defense, keep them guessing, because they've been running a lot of plays they usually run for Riley for Trey, and they've been running a lot of plays they usually run for Trey for Riley. A lot to keep up with, but he's down at the Pine River-Backus 27 to the gain of about a dozen. Cowboys knocking on the door of the Titan Machinery red zone. They're going to go to hand off to Lawson Oliphant. Oliphant bounces it up to the left and then cuts it up. He'll get a few yards out of it. Oliphant, who broke free for a long touchdown, and the Cowboys lost to Staples Motley. That's a 4-yard gain for Lawson. I believe that's his first carry of the day. I think he had another one that got waved off due to a penalty, so don't quote me on it. Cowboys head up to the line once again. 2 receivers at the bottom. And hand off to Erlinson up the middle. And boy, did he slice through that defense. Cuts it out to the left side, and he's going in for a 23-yard score.
David Erlinson, the ball carrier.
David Erlinson
Breckenridge, touchdown.
with the 23-yard scamper. That puts him over 100 yards on the day. Second carry of 20-plus yards on the day. Gives his squad a 28-22 lead. Cowboys will try to make it a try to make it an 8-point game. Two receivers out to the left once again. Vogelbacher working out of the gun. Vogelbacher calls his own number, goes on the left side, sheds off one tackler and goes in for the 2. Trey Vogelbacher goes in after the 23-yard David Erlinson score. Cowboys retake the lead 30-22 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting foundation of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wapaton. All the hits. KM Today.
And welcome back. We have a 30-22 ball game. Breckenridge retakes the lead with the first points of the second half. And this one's going to head out of bounds. Trying to go with a squib kick.
He's out of bounds, penalty marker on the field.
So Pine River-Backus start off with favorable field position, but I'm sure the Cowboys would take that over another kick return touchdown. So Tigers start at the 35. And I kind of missed all my golden opportunities to throw in a Coach O Go Tigers line. Maybe I'll do it right before the fourth quarter. We'll plan it out. Gonna have to make sure to go check how the Wapton game is going, as they got Watford City coming down for their homecoming game. As Pine River-Backus starts off the drive with a handoff to Reyes. David Erlinson and Cooper Roberts making the stop. Reyes in the feature back here. They're going to give him 2 yards. So Breckenridge's defense get a nice start to this drive. And by the way, the Wapton and Watford City game is actually over. I forgot they started before us. So we got a 41-14 final in Wapton. So they win their homecoming game 41-14. And Breckenridge stacking up another run. We got David Erlinson on the stop once again. This time it's Eli Abraham. After the 3-yard rush. 7:04 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Tigers at this 3rd and 5. And maybe you're going to have to take a timeout on the sideline.
Timeout.
Tigers will take a timeout. Big 3rd and 5 coming up. With 6:53 remaining in this third quarter, you're listening. It's Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
Save big this month.
And welcome back to Pine River-Backus. And my apologies, folks. Just casually just missed about most of the second half, so I better catch you up on everything you guys missed. We have 2 rushing touchdowns from David Erlinson here in the second half, one coming from 23 yards out, the other one coming from 41 yards out. Trey Vogelbacher and Cooper Roberts hooked up for their first touchdown of the day from 16 yards out following that, and then Lawson Alphant took a pick six, 35 yards to the house by my count. I want to say it was 35 yards, not 100% sure. We've also had a touchdown waved off due to a penalty. That would have been Alphant's second TD of the day. And now Breckenridge, with their reserves, are on defense as they have now built a 50-22 cushion. My apologies once again. We made sure to address the technical issues, and after a lot of friendly text messages from your announcer, Turner Bloffice, I think we're going to have some new equipment next week for you guys, so my apologies. Pine River-Backus is starting off in the shadow of their own goal line on their own 3. All right, we're on the air. I better get peppy again. Breckenridge up 50-22. Knocking on the door of their first victory of the season, and we've seen a lot of good things from the reserves who have come in here. A lot of guys making some big plays. Riley Kappas showing off the wheels out of the backfield. Lawson Alphant, of course, as well. And like I said, a lot of the reserves in the game right now, but we still got some starters.
Timeout taken by the Tigers.
5:20 remaining. We got a timeout. We'll hang here. Let's enjoy it while we got it. If we get booted out of here again, might just throw the camera out of the press box. We might call it a night. 2nd and 8 is what Pine River-Backus is going to be facing when we get back here. They trail 50-22. We had a 22-22 ball game as we started up the second half, and Breckenridge has really asserted their dominance here in the second half. I think they might have got a little bit of an inspirational speech from head coach Carson Yagi at the half, as they gave up 2 big plays right before the halftime to make it an even up the score right before going into halftime, and Breckenridge has come out and set the tone here in the second half. Make sure to tally up the starters when we get to the post-game show, brought to you by Miller Realty. Thank you again, all you folks, for your patience. I cannot believe how many of you stayed on the live stream here. Love it. I love how much you guys love your Cowboys. I'm really sorry I couldn't give you guys the coverage you deserve today. As Breckenridge. Looks like they jumped off sides on that. Someone else went early. Looked like it was number 25 for the Cowboys. Getting a little trigger happy there. That'd be Keith Beeler. Oh, false start actually. So back up Pine River-Backus, even closer to their own goal line. Breckenridge Cowboys have forced a few turnovers here. I didn't see who got the fumble recovery when they forced that, but they forced 3 turnovers here in the second half. Ooh, could be 4 after this. But looks like Pine River-Backus got back on it. Oh, no.
That's recovered by the Cowboys.
Oh, evidently Breckenridge got it, so they're going to be able to put some more on the board here, potentially. Hunter Bogenreef over there, he might have been on that recovery.
Breckenridge called a timeout.
So you always love to see these end-of-the-game situations when it's a lopsided affair, to see who it's going to be to potentially get their time to shine. Whether it's someone who's kind of a reserve, who you're kind of rooting for to get in the game and get some reps, or if it's someone who's kind of on the come-up and it gives you a nice little preview of what you can expect for the next few years of Cowboy football. Either way, it's a win-win. 50-22 once again is your score. Thank you all for joining us on this broadcast. It's about as crabby as you guys are ever going to hear me on the air, but Breckenridge is up 50-22, so obviously you guys are happy, so I'm happy. As all their points came in the third quarter, and they came in a hurry. 7:59 is when the first TD of the half came, and then a few minutes later, and actually that was 3 scores within like 2 minutes of game time. David Erlinson hit pay dirt from 41 yards out, 4:52 left, and then 2 touchdowns by the 3:05 mark after that. So they came in a hurry, and now they're going to try to add to it. They got 3 yards to go. All reserves in the game. We'll see who's going to get the handoff here. And going up the middle for the touchdown, looks like that is Kunkel, I believe.
Touchdown
For his first varsity touchdown from 3 yards out.
That was number 19.
Looks like Jonah Kunkel crossing in with 5:08 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Breckenridge keeping them out there to go for 2. After the 3-yard Kunkel score, we got a 2-point conversion. They're going to run basically the same play and basically the same result.
2-point conversion. Your score.
2 points for
River-Backus Tigers 22.
the Cowboys. Makes it a 58-22 score. We're going to hang here, though, as Jonah Kunkel gets his first varsity touchdown once again from 3 yards out after the Cowboys recovered a fumble inside the 5. The fourth turnover of the day, all coming in the second half here. So Breckenridge's defense kind of starting to, really, they turned up the aggressiveness here in the second half. They got a sack as well. Trey Vogelbacher, a little quarterback on quarterback violence there. Trey Vogelbacher getting the nice sack in the backfield. And I am very upset I didn't get to call Lawson Olphins pick 6. Maybe I'll go back and use the video of it and retroactively announce it. You guys can hear what it would have sounded like. What was going on in my head when that interception went to the house? That was about the only positive thing I had to think about at that time. But my apologies once again for the technical issues. I'll try to stop complaining about it. As the Cowboys, once again, got a lot of backups in the game. Let's try to shout out some of the new faces we got coming out here. Keith Beeler, I mentioned him earlier when I thought he jumped off sides. We got one player who does not have a number. Number 39. But I see Charles Eggeman doesn't have a number on the roster, so maybe that's him? Connor Ernst, number 55 on here. Hunter Bogenreef, mentioned him earlier. Gavin Hopper. Excuse me. And number 23, Jackson Lopez on the kickoff team as well. Gets booted away. And Pine River-Backus trying to run back their second kick of the day. Hunter Bogenreef making the stop. Helping him out were Ernst.
Hunter moving right.
It looks like he's got a little slow to get up, so he might have got a little banged up there on the tackle. So I'll give him a quick breather. 4:41 left to play here on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Running clock with the score now surpassed 35. So the clock will continue to run after the kickoff. Pine River-Backus getting their own reserves in there to figure out how to close this one out, as Pine River-Backus has been snake bit with injuries today, which is unfortunate for them going into the back half of the season. Can you believe that? We're already halfway through the regular season. It's unfortunate. Pine River-Backus going up the middle. It's going to take a lot of Cowboys to bring them down.
Dawson Cable the ball.
So Breckenridge will pick up their first victory of the season. And that was a grueling stretch. We had talked about how this was going to be a tough stretch to open up the season with the first 3 games, and I think coming into the year, I think a lot of fans were saying, if we come out of that first 3 games with a win, if we get 1 win in those 3 games, maybe that'd be kind of a optimistic, being a little optimistic there. But first couple games of the year, they kind of took their lumps, and game 3 took a big step forward against Pillager, and now today they'll take a big step forward in the form of their first victory. Pine River-Backus will fall to 0-4. They'll move on to play Staples Motley, so it definitely does not get easier. And after that, they get rewarded with a game against Pillager. Excuse me. So we got a 58-22 score here, 3 minutes remaining here at Pine River-Backus High School. Breckenridge pitching a shutout here in the second half, as it was 22 all heading into the locker room. Oh my gosh. So we'll see. Cowboys. Once again trailing
Sullivan.
58 to 22, or once leading 58-22.